I guess you all know really how much I love simulator games, especially to review them on this channel, because simulator genre is really one of these games type of genre where you can do anything. It can be a simulator of the goat, for example, or a dog, a cat, or constructor simulator, or football simulator, all of them. But sometimes there is something different that we meet in everyday's life. It's restaurants. Yeah, I mean, you see them everywhere, on every street. So what about the simulator that gives you the chance in third person to manage simulator of your restaurant? Well, there is the studio called Cyanide Studios that was known for the game Stux, the Master of the Shadows, and they are creating the new Chef Life, a restaurant simulator. Wow, it is a great game, I can already tell you. And it was published by Nakun. Well, it was known for Still Rising, for example. So, why is this game cool and what I like about it? Let's dive into it. But hold on, 1 second. Are you not a subscriber of my channel? If you are not yet, please do that. And we can together move to the world of the most and the best games on the platforms like Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch, for example. Yeah, why not? We have Switch games too. You can check them out. So let's begin. Why is Chef Life an interesting game? This game revolves around the player's role as the boss manager and the head chef of the brand new restaurant. The game narrative follows the player to their partner Kasim, alongside on several other than non-playable characters like NPCs on the journey to earn first Michelin star. Yes, they are trying to create the best restaurant ever. There is some kind of plot in the game. The game is available on all of the platforms. It is very important to notice it from the beginning, from Switch, PC, Xbox and PlayStation. This review was made on PC, so I'm telling you my experience. I don't know if maybe it's buggy on Switch, it happens a lot of the time, but as far as I know, the game runs quite well. I asked a few of my friends who already tested it there. Anyway, the game is totally a single player one, and begins shortly before the grand opening with the player's first restaurant. Kasim acts like a guide to help the player grow through the game and understand, basically like a tutorial character. Michelin star chef becomes a mentor of sorts of aiding them in earning their own Michelin star. The gameplay of Chef Life is similar to, for example, a game like, I would say, Two Point Campus, or maybe something like a cooking simulator, but it's much more appealing in terms of its easy to cook mechanics. The player has decent variety of options during the character creation and can experience them on their own. When it comes to playing the game experience in a warmer than cooking simulator, it can be a little bit like overcooked sometimes even, when juggling through the various aspects of the running a kitchen. The player is responsible for all of aspects of running the restaurant, from inventory management to cleaning and of course to cooking and serving food. However, as the game progresses, the player can assign roles to the staff, such as Kasim for example. In the beginning he teaches you, but then he can help you to lighten the load. Chef Life features a really high variety and range of the tasks that you can acquire in the real-life experience of running restaurants. Also, it's streamlined and user-friendly version of it. The game also includes easier settings such as customers not feeling rushed, which can help to alleviate some of their pressures. One of the most enjoyable aspects of Chef Life for me was unlocking new recipes and going to experience in cooking them. The player can pick up and choose what they want to serve, which factors in this is the cooking, earning a profit and more. The visual style of the game is also a standout feature with the stylized graphics, remnants of the cooking simulator for example, crossed with something like Sims and Two Point series like I said before. The game is colorful, vibrant and cozy, making the pleasant setting for the game. I would actually suggest you to play this game together with, for example, your girlfriend or whatever you want. But it's really interesting to play it, let's say in the evening after a hard day, together with someone who you love. Chef Life has also amazing audio design that combines and visuals and together creates a great atmosphere in the game, with lively and upbeat background music to engaging sounds from the prominent sounds surrounding the environment to little things like chopping onions for example, or potatoes, or for example tomatoes, whatever you like, everything that ends with "oato." Well, that was a joke. Anyway, however, the creation and characters are silent, which can leave them feeling wooden and a little bit without a personality. The gameplay of the Chef Lives comes, like I said, only in a single player career mode, but there is kind of like a story that develops your character kind of like engaging more and more, and you kind of learn them, but yeah, I mean the characters are not really important here as it's more simulator game. It's not like a first person adventure shooter game where you just need to know the character. No, here it's more about you, and this is why your character is more or less faceless, I would say. That's why you can create them, which allows player to create any restaurant he want, from the look and from the feel of the food they serve. There are numerous of achievements or trophies available on companies, or the game also features some DLCs including French cuisine and pizza. Also, the chef's life has some clunky movement and buggy equipment. The game brings its own of the simulator genre, and it is more of like a user-friendly version of the games that was previously in the genre. The game has interesting narrative, the gameplay is fun and engaging, and overall I would say this is a very enjoyable game. Like I said in the beginning of review, if you wanna play the game in this genre, I think this is one of the best that exists now on the market. And considering that the game is going to be updated even more and more and more, we can probably see the best real simulator of restaurant. What rank it gets? Well, I think it's quite obvious it is. In this genre, it is solid 10 out of 10. I don't think there is some things that can be made much more better, because you don't want to expect so much from this kind of game. So thank you everyone for watching, and if you were not subscriber and if you're watching till this point, please subscribe. It will really help.